Good day all, it is 7:33 on the 29th of August 2025, or so they tell us. And in the words of Dorothy Moore, it's been such a long time. Looks like I can't get you out of my mind. And it has been a while since I've done an upload. And there's a lot of reasons for that, which I may go into as I go on. But since I've last done an upload, so much is happening, and I'm going to address some of it. And to many of you that listen to me, I'm going to appear often repetitive. I make no excuses for that, because I'm here to try to enable and empower and enlighten you to wake the proverbial fuck up. My intention is pure. My intention is honourable. My intention is just. And I stand in resonance and understanding of universal law, L-O-R-E, natural law, L-O-R-E. And for those of you still controlled by the physical, I stand in common law, L-A-W. And I repeat, my intention is pure, honourable and just. Such a lot has been going on. Such a lot has been going on. Look at that meme there. I just tried to divide £1 trillion by 9 billion, approximate number of people incarnated on the earth. Yes, some of those might be NPCs and whatever, but however, you try it yourself. And I think if I'd done it right, 1 trillion divided by 9 billion comes up to 111 million. If I'm wrong, then please put me right. Please put me right. However, that, if it is right, that's the universal basic income that we should all have. All 9 billion people. But we don't. We don't. Because this false ideology that controls us, money, and it controls us very, very well. It's an amazing system. It's brilliant. It has been harvested by so few in order to control you. And it does. And you will do anything for money. The fear of not having enough, this, that, and the other. You will do anything for it. You will dance to the tune of your masters, and more on that as we go on. You will do their bidding. You will enact and follow their agenda because you think you're awake to the ills and the ways of the world, and you're not. If you hate on another human being who is no different to you, then you're not awake. I don't care who you are. Especially those of you that call yourself patriots. English patriots going round putting up the Union flag. Many of them call it the Union Jack because they're ignorant of the difference. It's only a Union Jack on a prow mask. Anybody in the Navy will tell you that. It's the flag of the Union that you're raising. Or you may be painting on roundabouts the cross of St. George. It's somebody given to you by your masters to revere. You have no conceptual understanding of it, other than it's somebody outside yourself to hang on to follow, to honour, to worship, to adore, all at the expense of knowing who and what you truly are. And that's how they control you. That's how they control you, and they do it well. They do it so well, and I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant, the system that enslaves us. I can see it. I feel it. And I hang my head in pity and in shame of those that are too blind to see it, and those that perpetuate the system of their own enslavement. I've said this before, and I'll never tire of saying this. That quote by Thomas Sheridan: "Flags are the dusters given to us by our masters to polish their mansions." The world did not come with flags. Like money, they've been created to separate us. And the separation is brilliant, because in the far distant past, you were woman and man. That's what you were in the far distant past. And now the most you can see yourself as is a human being. That question, that point, really needs you to sit and think about it and to understand it. Human beings, however they appear to you on this earth, this planet, this realm, whatever you want to call it, are a corruption and a bastardization of woman and man. Just the same as your spiritual expression is a corruption and bastardization of your true self, what you truly are. I forgot to put this up. I just downloaded this. Let me put this up while I talk on that subject, just to quantify this point. Many of you won't get it because you're so indoctrinated, controlled, mind and spirit and bucking ego. But this is it. This, my friends, let me just show you. Souls don't have races or sexes or religions. They are beyond artificial divisions. And if you can't come to the awareness of that within yourself, that you standing there in male form or female form are not the real you, then I cannot help you. But I will continue to endeavour to try to wake you up. I will continue to endeavour to try, because I cannot have freedom. I cannot know freedom. I cannot experience freedom in any way, shape or form until we are all free. That's why I do what I do. Going back to that money, trillion pound divided by 9 billion people. If money is so important to you, then an immigrant coming across the channel in a boat will have no effect at all, negligible effect on what you perceive to be as your income, as what those 13 families, the Council of 300, however you wish to identify them, see them, recognise them, what they're doing. What they're doing. I see a thing today where an immigrant said he got paid £2,000 to come to Britain. You would take £2,000 to do something. Don't knock him for that. Because that's the headline. What's behind the headline? Who is paying him that £2,000? That's the question you should be asking. Who is paying him that £2,000 and why? Who is taking those dinghies back on that lorry to France for them to be used again? Who's paying for that? If I am to believe what I see, it's a government contract with a company that goes all the way back to BlackRock. If I am to believe that. I don't disbelieve it. But it makes perfect sense to me. Because Keir Starmer is doing what he's meant to do. On the 25th of September, apparently a new rule comes in where if you take more than £200 a week out your bank account, then you're going to be investigated. I've just seen another one where if you give a family member money as a gift, then they're going to want some of that. But I mentioned Keir Starmer, I mentioned Rachel Reeves, for those of you in Britain. It doesn't matter where you are. Don't matter where you are in the world. You know, you're going to be subject to this in some way, shape or form, and you will continue to be subject to it. All the while, you continue to comply with their narrative. It's not Keir Starmer. No more than it was Theresa May or David Cameron or Tony Blair or whatever. It is the infrastructure behind them, the puppet masters. In Britain, it is the civil service, those that go to those special schools because they're from the right families to promote and further an agenda. You can bring down your governments all you like. But if you leave the infrastructure there, the civil service, this, that and the other, and all that represents, you haven't made any change. You'll never make any change. The only law that you need to follow is cause no harm, cause no loss, cause no injury. That's the only law you need to follow. With it comes a sense of morality and integrity. And how many of you, I'm not judging you, I'm asking you to judge yourself, have got that sense of morality and integrity? And it's part of your very being. And you stand in it every day. How many of you have got that? Just look at those memes a minute. Well, I'll go and get my cup of tea, but I forgot. Don't tell me, don't try to tell me that you're awake if you identify with a flag, if you identify with your own individual part of the earth and think it's better than another part of the earth, that you being English, Welsh, Scottish, Irish, American, French, whatever, makes you better than anybody from another part of the earth. You're not. It's an illusion forced upon you to separate you, isolate you from your fellow man. Humans and humanity was designed to be separated, to be controlled, to be manipulated. They stripped your manhood from you, your awareness of being a man, of being man, to make you human beings because you're easier to control. And there are so few people controlling us. And if we all rise up, we bring it all down. But we don't. We don't rise up against them. We rise up against each other. I don't. You do. You do. You that are raising your St George's Cross or the Union flag or the Irish flag or the Scottish flag or the American flag or the French flag. You are to blame. Not the people that control you. You are to blame because you follow the narrative that is given to you to remove you and to separate you from your fellow man. And it works well. It's worked well for eons of time, and it will continue to work well. All the while you are allowing yourself to be manipulated and controlled by those far cleverer than you. And they are cleverer than you because they control you. And all you do is, please sir, can I have some more? In the Bible, God said, so we are told, let man have dominion over the land, the beasts of the land, the fowl of the air, the fish of the sea, etc. Let man. And when you realise the real lies, that he meant you, and you're just a human being, you'll never, ever take what is yours and share what is yours. There is abundance enough on this earth for everybody to live a comfortable existence. But too many are totally, mentally and spiritually enslaved, that they're living or trying to earn, to make a living. Paying for this, paying for that. All you've got to do is pay attention. My daughter is on holiday at the moment in Croatia. There's 10 people gone. Her husband, their 5 children, my ex-wife and her partner, and a friend of one of her children. She sent me a video the other day, a reel, and they're playing. They've stopped somewhere, there's a grassy area, they're playing, and you know how used to do the 2-person wheelbarrow race and stuff like that, and they're doing all stuff like that. They're playing games. They're not spending money. And me daughter made the point. She said, we're not spending, we're just having fun, not spending money. I said, you don't have to spend money. I said, the only thing you need to spend is time. Spend time with those that you love, like what you're doing now. I said, and pay attention. That's all you have to do. It costs nothing. Spend time and pay attention. I've had some brilliant conversations with my daughter over the last few months, if not longer. We was estranged for a while, but since my mother's passing, we've come closer again. And my daughter's awareness about the world and how it's run and her place in it is amazing. Is mind-blowing. It's humbling to listen to. She just turned 40 yesterday. It was her 40th anniversary of her born day yesterday. I remember that day very well. My ex-wife woke me up just after midnight. Need to get to the hospital. And it was a boiling hot August night. And we got to the hospital and we were sitting there and lying there, and I passed out before my daughter was born. Such was the heat and whatever, tired. She was born at 5:28 a.m. and I passed out. They lifted me up, put me in a chair. I'll never forget it. Because while I was in that state, I see my daughter as she was born. And when I come to, my wife's lying there on her own. They take our daughter away. And she laughed at me, But then I described my daughter, what I'd seen while I was in that state, passed out. I described her, and my ex-wife was, how'd you know that? You was passed out. I don't know why I put that in. Don't know why I've shared that with you, but it was so important to me. And me and my daughter's been through some shit. 14 years ago, she had to leave her hometown. She had to leave it to escape a violent, abusive ex-partner. My daughter has gone on to build a life for herself and her children with her new husband, her only husband. Build a life, and her children are absolutely bloody amazing. Especially, well, no, not especially, but the youngest one. I see them last Saturday. We met for coffee and whatever, and my siblings were there, and a niece was there. 2 nieces were there, and a great nephew was there. We met them for a coffee and whatever before they got on Eurotunnel. And me and my youngest granddaughter sat across the table from each other. I've been through hell in the last month or so. I've been fighting demons, people. I don't say that lightly. I have been fighting fucking demons. Been through hell. Been through this before, 2 or 3 times in my life. I didn't realise it was happening at the time. And I won't go into it too much here, but trust me when I say, and I don't say it lightly, I've been fighting demons. Me and my youngest granddaughter sat across the table. She's 6. And she said, we're talking. She spoke about my mum, this, that and the other. Do you miss your mum? Yeah, I do. Yeah. And she got deep into my very being, 6 years old, deep into my very soul. I could feel her inside me. And she didn't say anything about what I've been through. She may well have known, I don't know. But she said, don't be sad, Grandad. Don't be sad. I don't like to see you sad. She was saying that because she looked into my eyes, deep, deep into my eyes and into my soul. And there, she is indicative of the children my daughter has raised, her and her husband. 2 months ago, on his 19th birthday, I had an hour or so conversation with her eldest child. He's 19. And I was in the lay-by on the A2, and we're talking for an hour or so. Our first, the longest conversation we'd had for a long time. And I said to my daughter afterwards, I wasn't talking to him, he wasn't talking to me, we were talking soul to soul. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. And he said to me many things in that conversation, but he said something that touched me so deeply, so bloody deeply. He said, we all know you're wise, Grandad. We all know you're wise and we respect you for it. I'm so lucky to have grandchildren like that, a daughter like that. I mean, my daughter has a great sense of knowing and awareness. And I am so proud, so humbly proud to be her father and to be grandfather to her children, because they are beautiful, beautiful souls. Beautiful. And it is, for me, an act of kindness and awareness from the universe that I was able to meet them last Saturday after what I'd been through over the last month or so, and really give me a lift and empowered, enlightened, and enabled me to stand up, shake myself down. I'm grateful to Shelley and to Barbara and Rob for what they've done and how they've helped me, and they have. But ultimately, you have to fight these battles alone and stand in your power and in your light. And I have no shame in telling you I found that very difficult over this last month. Very, very, very difficult. But eventually, I've done it. Otherwise, I would not be here talking to you today. I've done it. And ready to face whatever comes to me next. Just the same as you should be. Get up, shake yourself down. What I'd done was put my light into that darkness. I am Lucifer. I am the light. I am the way. I do not pretend to have a full knowing and awareness of that. I'm learning all the time, but that's ultimately what I done. Stood as the light and the way, Lucifer, against the darkness, Satan and his demons. Cannot tell you how ill I have been with it, how I felt with it, but I'm here because my light and those that work with me, because of my intention, was far more powerful than that which come to do battle with me. I wasn't going to talk about that. I don't know why I did. Because I spoke about me daughter and children, I suppose. But it is important. It is important, people. And I hope you get something from what I've just said there. And I hope you wake the fuck up to how this reality works. To control you, to control your feelings, your emotions, and everything else, in order to serve an agenda that profits not you, but those that control you. So you keep raising the Union flags on lampposts or painting the St George's crosses on roundabouts, etc., and know that you are doing the bidding of your masters and controllers. You do not own this earth. The earth owns you while you are here. The earth owns you. And the best you can do is leave your footprints on the earth to guide those that come after you. Make sure that your walk is in truth, is just, is honourable. Otherwise, you've wasted your life, your incarnation, only to come back at some point and do it again without the knowledge you have now, because you're restored to factory settings. You, the soul, are restored to factory settings. If you come back just as a spiritual being, then they'll seek you out because you're one of them, and they'll help you remember who you are. They'll help you remember to perpetuate what you left behind. The control. I know you spiritual demons. I know you, but I also know man and woman. And I seek them out. Yeah, I sometimes make mistakes. Because I often feel like we all do that. Everybody thinks like us, acts like us. I made that mistake. I get fooled. I've been fooled over this last month or so. And no doubt I'll get fooled again. I will get fooled again. Because, in the words of Charlie Bingo, bloke I used to work with down the docks, learning all the time. We never stop learning. We never know it all. I know I don't. I know I don't. Many people say to me, you think you know it all, don't you? And my answer to them is, no, I don't. I don't think I know it all. But I know all can be learned. And that's what I seek to do. That's what I seek to do. learn all there is to be learned. I might not do it in this incarnation, but I'm not going to sit back on my laurels and think to myself, I'll do it next time round. I don't want to fucking come back here again to all this. And, you know, when my time comes, I'll look for my home. I won't jump down that tunnel of light to where my mum is and everybody else that have gone before me. It's all an illusion, soul trap. I won't jump down there. I'll look for my home. I taught my mum how to do that. For a soul to find its home, so it doesn't have to go through this again. And I'll look for my soul's home when my time comes. But you people, this reality, it only exists because of the power that we give it. Because we're not paying attention. And we don't. You think you are. How many of you are going to that Tommy Robinson thing on the 13th? Let me tell you, you will reap what you sow if you go there and follow that individual. There's enough people sharing the truth about Mr. Lennon. What defines us is whether we choose to listen to that truth, understand that truth, and resonate with it. It's the same with what I'm doing here. You can mock me, block me, delete me, do whatever you like. That just shows a lack of depth. Because I don't want nothing from you. I'm not asking you for money. Subscribe here, follow that, buy this book, baseball cap, t-shirt, this, that, and the other. I'm not asking you for any of that. Plenty of people out there. You can go and laud them and fucking give them 30 pieces of silver. You can go and do that. Money is not the root of all evil, people. The way we use money is the root of all evil. That quote was given to me by a born-again Christian in the early 90s. There's nothing wrong with money. How we use it defines us. How we use it defines us. The hold it has over us defines us. By their deeds you will know them. Nothing wrong with money. It's not natural. It's not naturally occurring like the soul is, like a tree is. It's not naturally occurring. But it's been utilised to serve an agenda. I had a chat with my mate Ian in email. Because I sent a post out saying, if you accept that all dogs have a common ancestor, the wolf, then you have to accept that all human beings, or man, I think I put man, can't remember, have a common ancestor, the black man. I don't care how you put it, how you look at it. We all come from the black man. The Anunnaki that created human beings as we are in this form were no doubt black. Jesus wasn't white. This, that, and the other. Anyway, that's a side issue. But we come from the black man. We've been genetically modified into all different races, skin colours, hair colours, this, that, and the other. Just the same as a chihuahua bears little resemblance to a wolf. Just the same as the fruits of the earth we eat today bear little resemblance to what they are naturally. We bear little resemblance as human beings to man kind to woman, we bear little resemblance. And that is, for me, shows you how powerful the programming is. Not just today, how powerful it's been for generations. Let me tell you something, my friends. What I've been through over the last month is illustrated there, right in that picture. Took me a while to see it. I have no shame in telling you, laid on my sofa here, could not move mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, could not move, had no strength, this, that, you know. But I'm here to tell the tale. I'm here to speak the truth. And I'm here to empower, enlighten, and enable you to the truth. And the truth is, the only law you need to follow is universal law. Cause no harm, cause no loss, cause no injury. And when you see harm, loss, or injury caused, there is such a thing as Mark Passio tells you as sacred anger, and you should stand up and judge it and bring it down. It starts with you, and then it extends out of you to those that would enslave and control you and manipulate you. It's not your fellow human being. It's not your fellow man. It's those demonic, satanic, spiritual beings that run your governments, run your WEF and WHO and this, that and the other. Bring the bastards down. But before you bring them down, you've got to stand up. You have got to stand up before you can bring anything or anybody down. Learn how to stand up and stop grovelling to those outside of you and saying, please sir, can I have some more? See the truth for what it is and not what they told you it is. Be willing to do battle with your mind and your ego, and be willing to stand in honour, in integrity, in resonance with universal law. That's all you need to do. All you need to do. And bring these bastards down. Bring them all down. Bring them down. I'm sorry it's been so long. And if I've pissed you off, I'll make no apologies for that in this broadcast. I'll make no apologies. Because my intention is pure, it's honourable, and it's just. I want for you, whoever you are, wherever you are, what I want for myself, freedom. And I cannot have that freedom. I will never be able to feel it, express it, know it, if you can't have it also. So when you get it, it's not just for you. not just for you, remember that. It's for everyone and everybody and every soul. It's for all of us. If we can't have it together, then we never have it at all. So if you've got a fight in you at all, first of all, fight yourself. Fight yourself. And then we've realised the real lies, that you're not here to fight your fellow human being, your fellow man, your fellow woman. You're here to fight the darkness that dims your fucking light. It's as simple as that, and dims the light of others. I've learned that over this last month also. If this message resonates, share the message. Don't share me, share the message. Remember, if you're on BitChute, I cannot interact with you, but I ask you to share the message. My email is down in the description box for anybody on whatever platform you're listening to this to. I'm willing to talk and whatever, and engage with you. But I ask you to share the message. Don't share me, share the message. Whether you're listening on the 2 BitChute channels, Odyssey, Brighteon, Rumble, or YouTube, share the message. And stop listening to the bullshit outside of you. And learn to listen to the wisdom that is inherently within you. Palamia. Thank you. In Lakesh, in you I see an enemy. Mitakawe Yasin. We are all related, we are all relatives. And I tell you again and again and again, we're all connected.